Hello and welcome to Evolution, a game that I don't even know if this can be really classified as a game, but today I did not know what to make a video on, so I settled on growing humanity. Yes, completely normal goals. We're going to be recreating humanity in this game. Let me just quickly get the settings how I want them. I've had a lot of fun messing around in this game. There is so much you can do, but probably the best part is trying to make something that looks somewhat like a human, and getting it to actually like be able to walk and stuff. It's very, very challenging, which is why today we're going to be doing it and probably smacking our head into a keyboard because it's pretty challenging. Now, before I was building without a grid, which I think may have been one of my problems with making a working human, they were kind of lopsided, which made it kind of hard for them to walk, so we're going to try to do a little bit better this time. So I think that's going to work, and then we're going to give them... Whoops. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to give them their ribs. Now, their ribs are important because we can anchor things to them. That's why ribs are important, so that we can make muscles between everything. So let's quickly just make their head, which is obviously a triangle because Illuminati. Let's make their torso. Let's connect their legs, their feet for stability's sake, and their arms. So, there we go. This looks actually kind of like a person. Congratulations to me. I'm good at creating humanity. It's one of the things I take pride in. But now we have to get everything connected together with muscles. So, this is where things get a little bit complicated, because if we don't do this right, they're not going to be able to walk. This is pretty much all correct for now, and we need to make sure that their torso is pretty strong so that they can hold up their own weight. So we're going to make lots of connections between all of these bones. Boop. Once these are all done, we're going to make sure that they have strong legs, and now their arms, which are going to, unlike real humans, their arms are going to kind of anchor to both their rib, their middle rib, and their arm, because it gives it a little bit more stability. I'll give them some neck joints so that they can move their head around, and that looks pretty darn good. They're not going to be able to walk immediately. This uses a neural network, so basically it's going to slowly teach itself to run. I think my computer can handle at least, I don't know, 50 at once? Oh, not 50 seconds. We'll do 7 seconds, and we'll do 50 per generation, which should give us pretty good results, unless my computer can't handle it. But let's see how it does. If we show one at a time. Oh yeah, that's way too laggy. Okay, let's go back. Okay, little dude, we're only gonna have 30 of you. I think we'll be able to handle that. Oh no! What is this? We have to get rid of it. Okay, evolve. Here we go. This isn't lagging. So what we're going to see is, over time, this little dude's gonna learn how to walk. Now, it works is it gives them higher points the further they make it to the side. And it continually mutates them in how they use their muscles. So the best one gets chosen each time, and it slowly improves. So you can see he's learning to swing his leg around. He's kind of able to keep his back straight. Now he's kind of crawling across the ground. But there is something just very fun about watching these, I don't know whether to call them creatures or just simulations, learn how to walk. It's actually quite comical. Sometimes they'll get stuck and just won't ever do better. That's usually because I'm bad at designing them. He almost actually stood up. That was almost impressive. Almost. Now, there's no excuses this time for him to be falling over like that, because As I said before, it is completely even. So according to physics, he should be able to stand up. He just has to learn how. Ooh, that leg swing was kind of interesting. Is he gonna do it again? Did that? Oh. Nope. So, this is... Oh, he's learning. His leg actually swung around to, like, take a step. Wow. He took a single step. That's beautiful. Now he's, like, using his arm, bending around completely backwards. So, what this tells us is that this design is not perfect for people. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it a little bit less complicated. We're gonna get rid of those 2 ribs. We're just going to get rid of that just so that we can just make new ones and redo the muscles between it, because I think that we can pull this off doing this, maybe this. I don't know if that's gonna be taut enough to keep him like upright. Maybe? I don't think so. There's some strange stuff going on here. Yeah, he's falling down onto himself, which is a slight issue. Although we can just make him a little bit more rigid by getting rid of a joint here. So let's redesign humanity once again. This is looking a little bit less human. Well, maybe not. But that's a strong joint there, so that is going to not bend because of this here, this bone coming through here, which is basically like a spine. And now we're going to use these muscles, and let's see how this works. So this is interesting. I think this is going to work a lot better. Oh wow, it is. They are actually, if you saw for a second there, the body is not collapsing on itself. Oh, geez, it's kind of just flinging itself around now. Its head is kind of falling in too, which I'm not sure if that's my fault. Yeah, there's something not right about his head now. This is just swinging around. So to make things a little bit simpler, because simplicity makes the simulation work a bit better, we're going to give him no neck. There we go. Happy little guy. No neck. Give him some muscle, keeping his head up. I think that's going to work better. Evolve. Now, will his head collapse in still? No, kind of. The problem is they have no clue how to walk until they start teaching themselves. So they may decide on a way to walk that makes no sense to us. But as long as it goes to the side, I had one time where I got one who was able to actually walk to the point where they were actually swinging their arms to keep balance, and it was really impressive. This guy, not so much yet. He's not doing a horrible job. It's not amazing though. He's kind of, oh, did you see that? So it's learning that when it falls over, it can use its arm to push it back up. But what it really has to learn is, are its legs able to go in or only get pushed out? They're able to go in. Okay. Because I can put more muscles on each side to make sure that it can like do stuff, but it appears that it's not focusing on continuing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back. We're going to put the seconds per generation up to 15 so they have a bit more time. And what else can we do? So we have muscles going between those. We can do this, which would let it move its legs together. Let's see how that works. I'm not sure if that was a good idea. We'll see what happens. So you can see now it's at least still trying for a bit. It's not instantly giving up. Dude. Oh, that wasn't that bad. I mean, now they keep their legs like not crushed together. It's some progress. It's something. It's just so many moving parts. It's extremely challenging for the neural net to figure it out. If I left this running for like an hour, something interesting may come out of it. I have that time? Probably not. Well, I probably do, but that's a long time to just leave this running. There's other things to do. Browse Reddit or go into the Discord. Okay, so this one is at Generation 6. It's doing something. I'm not sure what it's doing, but it's doing something that's kind of interesting. I mean, it's kind of learning to walk. We may have to give it a little bit of help again, though. I think that there are ways we could improve this. Probably just by making it simpler. It's really challenging for it because it has to learn how to use every muscle at the same time. So if we cut down on the amount of complexity, it gets easier, but it also gets less interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the knee joints because it doesn't understand how to use its knees. Sadly, it is not smart enough to use them. It kind of just lets them relax and then it falls over. So instead, we are going to give it simple legs that can swing themselves or swing towards each other. And the feet are going to be able to do the same so that it can keep itself from falling over. Looks good. Slowly looking less and less human, though. As we see, it's standing up. Look at that. That is beautiful. It's learning to stand. This is true evolution. Okay, we're going to cut down the time to like half. We're gonna go back to 7 seconds because 15 is just way too long. Okay, evolve. Do. I like how I'm saying that. 15 seconds is way too long for evolution when in reality it takes millions and millions of years. Whoa. Okay. So it's learned how to stand. Oh no. Oh no, it's having some trouble with the whole walking thing though. It's having quite... Oh, it's standing again. Oh, it's fallen over its face, but look how far it got. It did a front flip, and it worked. Its head keeps getting stuck upside... Oh, geez, it broke all of its legs at once. And it, like, flung itself in. Oh, it did it again. Jeez, oh no. Okay, it's kind of just, like, murdering itself now to try to move. That's not how it's supposed to work. Okay, so let's simplify things a little bit more. We're going to make the arms more simple. Now it just has a shoulder. Let's actually, does that really serve much of a purpose? Let's just, those arms are way too long. There, if we do that, and this is just going to end up being a stick figure. It started out so nice. It looked so impressive, and now it's turning into just a normal stick figure with feet. The feet are important, though, because without the feet, it will actually just kind of fall over. It isn't very smart. Not very smart at all. It doesn't even know that it's supposed to stand up. It just wants to move to the right. So, let's see how this does. Oh, okay, so it appears that with increasing simplicity, it gets a little bit better. Here we go. Oh, it's walking. It's walking. It's doing it. It's learning to walk. Look how beautiful it is. We are growing humanity. It's pretty much as smart as the average human, so we're doing well. Look at it. It looks like it's doing some new hip dance moves. It's learning. Oh man, isn't that beautiful? Oh no, it's fallen on its face. Oh geez, the learning, it comes at a price. Very dangerous. He's using his hands to keep him from falling over all the way now. He's taking smaller steps. Smart. It's learning so fast. Now it's taking bigger steps. Oh, no, it didn't fall on its face though. So that's good. Okay, so it appears that we have made something that is actually capable of walking. It looks like right before the simulation ends, it's about to fall on its face, but it could care less because it's done everything required of it. If we turn the time up, we could get a little bit better results for that. But look at how it walks. It's actually gaining speed as time goes on. It's getting good at running. It's getting, wow. Congratulations, human. You're learning how to use your body weight to propel you in a single direction. Pretty great learning going on here. Now, as this simulation learns, it's just going to try to do one thing, which is get further and further to the right. So I think the only way it can really improve is by doing this, right here. Really large strides that throw it as far as possible. Oh, he's having some trouble, I'll be honest. He is having a tiny bit of trouble. This is honestly extremely interesting because look at how well it runs now. It's, compared to before, it's night and day. Learning. Look how confident it looks. So impressive. Whee! Beautiful. Okay, so I think it's good enough at running now that we should put it up for another test. A test which it will probably fail because the tests from here on get really, they aren't about walking anymore, and we designed this guy for walking. Although technically humans are good. Whoa, okay. He's really flailing there. He's trying his hardest. Okay, so we're at generation 27, and it's pretty much learned to walk. I think, yeah, look at that. I think we're good for walking. So now let's switch it to jumping. Let's see if it can learn to jump. Now, standing up is probably a pretty good result for this, because the game says, well, look how tall it is by the end, so it must have jumped high. But that's not what we're... So this guy's learning that standing up really high is the best way to get points. That causes him to fall over. Oh, he's actually... he's waving his arms to try to gain momentum like a bird. Look at that. He's doing handstands to try to gain the extra height. This is all very, like I said, it's interesting because you never know how they're going to try to beat the record. In this case, I did not expect this, but apparently it's doing well. Oh, this one's learning to jump. Okay, so now they're learning how to use its feet and legs to actually gain a little bit of height, although it's also breeding with the ones that are doing somersaults and handstands, so what we get is a very interesting gymnastics team. Wow. Wow. It's learning to do cartwheels. Whee! Why are you doing this? It just did a double. Why? What have I created? What have I created? Okay, so it's completely given up on jumping. Now it's completely in cartwheel mode. It is cartwheeling to try to get as much airtime as possible. Oh, that's beautiful. So I guess that was not what we expected. I don't think it's going to do much better considering it's learned the complete wrong way to jump. But it thinks it's the right way, so at this point we're going to have to stop the simulation because it's not going to improve at all now. Let's try obstacle jumping. It has to jump over obstacles now. Oh, geez. It got hit in the face. I think it gets points for not touching it at all, or the less it touches it, the more points it gets. So things that jump will get more points. So that's how they will learn. So let's see if they actually do that. So it seems that oh, it's actually doing something. They're trying to stay away from the ball. You can see they're kind of like shying away from it. But will they ever actually jump? Seems like there's a little bit of motion in the feet now, trying to push it up. The question is if that's actually going to be translated into jumping, or if it's just gonna be happy where it is. He's kind of waving now. Geez, this is very interesting. He's learned to stand. That's something. It's better than nothing. I think we're gonna have to end it here because he does not want to actually jump. If we left this going for like an hour, I think we'd get it going. Maybe another time. Let's try climbing. Now this one's going. Oh no! Oh, it's a staircase. Oh, he's falling. Oh no. Oh, that's just horrible. It has to learn how to not fall. It's sticking out its arms, trying to brace itself. Okay. Oh, this one is actually doing pretty well. It learned to just tuck in all of its limbs so that it catches itself as it falls. Huh. Okay, but will any of them learn how to pull itself back? Oh no, this one's just tumbling. Wow, that one was kind of a failure. Oh. It's so sad watching it just completely fall over like that. It needs to learn to fling itself to the side, then it can gain a ton of points, but its foot kind of sticks out and makes it really challenging. Oof. Oof. I don't think that this is a task that this creature is suited for. Poor thing. It just keeps smacking its head into the stairs. Let's not continue this, it's kind of mean at this point. Well guys, that's everything. We will do more in this if you guys suggest it, but I just thought this was an interesting little simulation game to show you guys. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time. Bye!